Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to another video. I need to light this candle, y'all. We need to light this candle, say a quick prayer, get, my woosah and, get in that zone and, vibe out and because I'm about to make this Bratz doll on this nail, and I have never drawn like a character on a nail, so I didn't even know if I could really do it or not. Here are some of the things that I did use on the nail. I did not use all of them. This was a little practice nail that I did, and it turned out okay. This was my inspo that I had, but of course I was only doing half of her face. But yeah, you guys, when I did the little practice nail, I was like, okay, I wanted to make it better than that, but that was my first try. So I was like, okay, I think, I got this. I had asked you guys to give me some ideas of some sets that you guys wanted me to do. And Barbie Dior came up with a Barbie set or a Bratz set. And she loves pink and she loves that's Barbie Dior. So if y'all don't know who that is, go check her out. So yeah, I had someone that wanted me to do Tweety Bird, Tom and Jerry, like any type of cartoon set. But I'm just like, y'all, I'm not Picasso. Like, I don't draw. So I'm just, I was like, I don't know. I have done a Tweety Bird set before, but I think I did it with water decals. Now I know, I don't think I could do like Tom and Jerry. I have tried to draw SpongeBob before, and it was terrible. It was horrific. No. I tried to draw some of the characters in SpongeBob, and it was just no, child, no. But that was in the beginning when I first started nails. So I might try to draw some stuff that I tried to draw in the beginning of my journey that I couldn't draw, and see if I can draw it. I had somebody ask for a Bambi set. Yeah, I don't really know if I could even draw Bambi, y'all. I just, especially animals, they come out looking like, I don't know, like a kindergartner drew it. I can't draw, y'all. Now, my brother is an artist. My brother can draw anything. He can draw anything, and his daughter. They both have that. I don't know where they got that from, but I can't. I don't know. I can try, but I don't know if those sets will be coming out. I had someone request a music set. Anthony requested a music set, and I did post that on a short. I didn't get too much love on the short, but I really did like that music set. It was cute. It was colorful. And I did draw the little music symbols, and y'all, those were hard to draw. So I can't even imagine drawing a whole Barbie, not Barbie, but so the Bratz face wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. But yeah. I don't know, y'all. I just wanted to do something a little different, and I was kind of curious on what y'all wanted. So yeah, I like to see, people that are supporting my channel. I like to know what they want to see. I want to see what they want to see. I want to hear what they want to see. And y'all, I did go and buy this Tino liner. I bought Tino's liner, y'all, because I was like, I really need the best liner out there to see if I can draw this Barbie set. So I bought Tino's liner and said a prayer, and y'all, it worked. And I really do like Tino's liner. It's different. There's something different about his liners. I don't know if it's the hairs on it. I think it's the hairs. But yeah, it's a little bit more pricier than, any other liner, but it was worth the money, y'all. And how you care for it is you just clean it in acetone. That's why I was looking for a container, a small little glass container with a top on it, so that I could keep some acetone, and I can just, I can just dip it in the acetone and clean it when I'm going through multiple colors. You don't want to pull on it or tug on it or anything. You just want to, jiggle it in the acetone and get the color off to go to the next color. That's all you have to do. So that's why I was looking for that jar. And y'all seen on my last video where I was looking on Tino for the jar, and I found the perfect jar. Well, I thought I found the perfect jar because it had a top on it. It was glass and everything. And did y'all see that little toy glass jar that Tino sent me? I was like, are you serious? Like, what is this? It had a top and everything, but y'all, that thing was like the size of a nickel. I was like, are you serious? So anyway, reading is essential because I did go back and look at it, and it did say that it did say that it was miniature. And then I read somebody's I read a what's it called? I read one of the reviews and they were saying this is perfect for my little miniature dollhouse. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Reading is essential. You got to read on Tino because they will get you. I put in the little bar, in the little search bar, small glass jar with top. Like, I'm not thinking it's going to be like miniature. So anyway, reading is essential. So then I was so mad that I just went to the Goodwill that's up the street from me, and I found that bigger one with the top, but it was too big. And then so I stopped by this boutique. There's this little boutique. You could tell it's self-owned, a self-owned boutique. And I've always wanted to go in there, and I've never been in there because the outside looks like totally bougie and it looks like it's kind of expensive. But I was like, I'm going to stop in here because I already knew the one I got from the Goodwill was too big. But I went on ahead and got it anyway because I was standing in line. So I went in there in this little boutique thinking they're going to be all bougie, honey. When I first went in there, they didn't really have nothing. It was like just stuff scattered everywhere. It wasn't anything like I thought it was going to be. Then as I got closer to the desk, you could hear like the lady, she was in the back room that owned the store. I guess she owned the store. And there's not like a door, so they have like this sheet or whatever just hanging up to where you can't see like the office part in the back. And she was cussing, going off on, I guess it was one of her kids, honey, but she was going off on her child, talking about, you cannot be throwing tables when you get mad, and woo, and that don't matter. That gives you that's no excuse for you to be throwing tables. And I'm just like, what in the world? I don't know if it was like her child or if it was somebody that worked there, and I don't know, honey, but somebody was throwing tables. Anyway, back to the nails, y'all. So, okay, so what I'm doing is I basically got her face down. So I just drew out her face, and then I can't hardly see what I'm doing because for some reason on this app, they changed it, and they've put like something. Let me see if I can click this. Oh, okay, never mind. I didn't even know that. So there was like this little black like thing over it, and that I've always just thought that I couldn't remove that, and I've been editing like this for like a lot of videos, y'all, so that's why I couldn't even see the daggone video. But the only thing I had to do was click the X, and it like took it off. Anyway, so what I have right now was I got her face and kind of like got her jawline and all that stuff, and then I did some of her hair, but I am going to have to go back into her hair and stuff. But y'all are going to see, because when I first started doing it, I was just like, I don't know, she looking like real crazy. I didn't think that it was going to come out as good as it did, but I just trusted the process, y'all, and I just kept going. I didn't even like her eye, like how it's looking right now. I was like, no, she looks crazy, like, yeah, anyway, but I just kept going. I trusted the process, and I just kept going. So yeah, y'all, I just wanted to know what y'all wanted me to do, because y'all do support my channel and y'all do watch my channel. So I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like asking y'all at the time, and I've never asked y'all like what y'all wanted me to do. So, because y'all know, like, I'm not really with the trends on YouTube. And I know I was watching somebody's channel and they were saying, like, if you want your channel to grow, or if you want, if you want your channel to be big, and if you want YouTube to push your channel out in the algorithm, like, you have to be on the trends, you have to be on this, you have to be on that, like, you got to be on it, like. And that's just not me, y'all. That's just not me. I've never been one to keep up with the trends because, okay, for one thing, like, we all know that when a trend comes out, like, everyone is doing it. Like, everyone is doing it. So it's just like, why? Like, to me, I'm just like, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see the same thing 20 times. Like, I don't want to, if everybody's doing it, it's like you just get tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Unless it's something that you really like and you want to do it. For me, if there's something that I really like, that I see that's trending and I really want to do it, I will look at some videos and try to see if I can see the easiest way to do it. The only interesting thing about a trend to me is seeing the different ways that people do it, because somebody might do it a more difficult way, or it might seem like a more difficult way, and you think that's the only way to do it, but then you go to somebody else's channel and they do it a whole different way and it's so much easier, and like, dang, like, that was so much easier to do it like that. But as far as like anything else, is all the same. It's still gonna come out the same way. So it's just like everyone's doing it, and I just get tired of watching the same thing. So I don't know. And then a lot of times my mind just be somewhere else, and I always have something that I want to do, and it's never like in the trends. And then if I do it, if I do it, it's like a year later. Like the notebook Valentine's Day nails. Like, I just did that last year, and that's been out, and I've been wanting to do them, but I just never did it because I had so many other things that I wanted to do, for myself. So yeah, I'm not going to ever be the one to try to keep up with trends. So, but the thing about it is, if you want to see a trend, there's plenty of people that's putting trends out there. So anyway, this is a picture of me. I forgot I put this in here. This is a picture of me when I used to be a makeup artist and I did a Bratz doll look. If you zoom in on the picture, you will see that I did put like freckles on my lips and stuff like that. It's just an exaggerated makeup look. And, pinch the nose and just made my lips look way bigger than what they are with makeup. You can do so much with makeup. Like, you can make yourself look totally different with makeup. When I used to be into makeup, I used to do like I would make myself into like a character, like a whole different, thing. I used to be like really deep into makeup. So, but I got out of that. Like, the older I got, I stopped wearing makeup. Like, I didn't want to wear makeup anymore. So when I stopped wearing makeup, I just got out of doing makeup for everybody else. I just stopped doing the makeup completely because I'm not going to be buying all this makeup and I'm not even wearing makeup myself, if that makes sense. So, and makeup is not cheap, y'all. Makeup is not cheap, but makeup makes you look older. If somebody young puts makeup on, they're going to look good, but they're going to look about 20 years older than what they are. If you have a 16-year-old put on a whole face full of makeup, she's going to probably look like she's in her mid-20s. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to look super grown. So me being my age, putting on makeup, to me, it just makes me look way older than what I am. So I'm not trying to look older than what I am already. So, and I don't look old. So why would I wear makeup that's going to make me look old? So yeah, I just stopped wearing makeup. So anyway, you guys, what else has been going on? Oh yeah. If y'all seen my last video where I interviewed my son, y'all, my son, he is a talker. He is a talker. I had to keep him on subject. That's why you kept seeing like me have all these. I don't know if you could tell like where it was cutting, because he was just talking. He was going off rambling about a whole bunch of stuff. Like, that's why I told him, like, okay, but we are talking about these eggs and these bunnies. Let's stay on subject. You know, we talking about these eggs and bunnies, because he was going off on everything, especially about the economy and stuff like that. He was just going off. I did leave that part in where he was talking about the roads and stuff, but I mean, he was right. He was right, because these roads around here are terrible. They ain't done nothing to help these roads at all, y'all. I just thought it was interesting. I wanted to interview him because I didn't want to do a voiceover, y'all. I really didn't want to do a voiceover. I was planning on doing just a voiceover and just talking about the I wanted to do a voiceover and just talk about the origin of Easter, but I started to realize like I didn't really know the origin of Easter. I did not know. Like, that was one thing. So I was like, my son was here, which is rare. He's not ever here. So and he wasn't doing that. So I was like, what you doing? He was like, nothing. I was like, come in here. And I told him to come in my nail room. And it was a raw interview, y'all. He didn't know what I was going to talk to him about. And he actually knew about it. And then after I had interviewed him, I did go do my research to make sure that he knew what he was talking about, because I didn't know if he knew what he was talking about or not. So I wanted to do my research to make sure he knew what he was talking about before I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't want us to look crazy, and don't think we're extreme, because we're not extreme. Like, we're not saints. You could see my son. I was going to say my husband. You could see my son has tattoos everywhere, honey. Like, what in the world? I should never let him get a tattoo ever, because, now he got them everywhere. My brother has tattoos on his back, and I remember a long time ago when my brother first started getting tattoos, he was telling me that they are addictive. He said, once you get one, you want another one, you want another one, you want another one. So yeah, y'all, we're not extreme, trust me, like, far from perfect, but it's just some things that, I don't know. I felt like he was talking about something personal when he was saying that God kept him away from all these holidays, because he usually be around like his dad's family and they celebrate and stuff like that. So I think something may have happened to where he felt like God kept him away. I don't know like what happened, but he done came a long way. I'm just gonna put it like that. So anyway, with this eye, y'all, so I had the eye, and then I was like, no, I want the eye to have more depth to it. So that's when, at first I was just trying to go around like the white part, because I was going to do something different. So then I was like, no, I just went on ahead and took the brown and just went over the whole eye, the black, I guess. So I wanted to have the black and the brown and the white in the eye, because it's giving it more dimension on the eye. Because I think at first I just had black, and then I just did the little white dot. So that made the eye look a lot better. I also took a little 3D brush, and I took the pink and I went like around her face and did some shading, kind of to make it look like I was like contouring her face. Since I was a makeup artist, I used to be a makeup artist, I know like what to do. So I was like kind of contouring her face, because her jawline was looking a little bit too harsh. I didn't want her to look too manly. So I brought her hair in just a little bit, and then I did a little bit more shading around her face just to soften up her face a little bit. And then I did her eyelashes, and I did some bottom lashes, and then I did her lip, and I mixed two of the colors to make her lip just I didn't want her to have like a super red lip. So I wanted to mix a couple of the colors to make her lip a little bit darker. And then I believe I went in like at the top part of her lip and I made that part more red. So even her lipstick, even her lip, because this is how I would do my lipstick back in the day. My lipstick, I would have my liner, never black, never did black liner now, never. So my liner would either be like a brown, a light brown, or like a what's that color that I don't like? The color that I don't like on my nails, burgundy. It would be like a burgundy liner, or something like that. So I would do like a liner around my lips, and then I would do like a color, whatever color I was doing on my lips, and then I would put like a different color on the inside of my lips. It would be like two different colors on my lips. So I'd have a color on the one color like at the top of my lips, and then another color at the bottom of my lips, and kind of like blend them in together. And so yeah, but now if I do wear anything, I'll put like a liner, and then I'll just put some Carmex. I'll do like a light liner and Carmex, and that's it, because I don't wear makeup. So if I do anything that makes me look like I have on makeup, I'll fill in my brows, I will put me a lip liner, and I'll do some lashes. That's it, y'all. That's all I'll do. I was contemplating on this glitter because I was like, I did the double. Whoo, honey, this glitter got everywhere, y'all. I was contemplating on this glitter, honey. Momo gave me this glitter, and I hadn't ever opened it till now. But I was scared that glitter was just going to mess up like the double Frenchie. So, because the last time I did glitter and I put glitter on something, it kind of like smashed whatever I had put on the nail, and it messed it up. Like it kind of like, but I guess I put it on there too harshly. So this time I kind of just barely sprinkled it on. I tried to sprinkle it on lightly so that it would not disturb the gel. Because like I said, the last time I had sprinkled glitter, I guess it was on a Frenchie, or it may have been like on a sweater design or something like that. I had just poured it on there. I guess I poured it on there too harshly, and it moved the gel, and it smashed it, and it like smeared it. So yeah, if you sprinkle glitter on like a Frenchie or on like a sweater design or something like that, sprinkle it on there really lightly so that you don't disturb the gel. So once you cure it, then you can brush it off. Like I brushed it off really hard with my brush, and it didn't, like, the more you brush it off, the better it starts to look, because it really gets those glitters off of everywhere that the gel wasn't. So yeah, you guys, I'm just putting on these little charms. I got out the pink ones and the purple ones because I didn't know if I wanted to do a mixture of pink and purple. But then I was like, no, everybody always does pink, like Barbie sets, or pink, anything that has anything to do with a doll. So I was like, I want to do purple. Plus I had my purple rain glitter that I made. And y'all, if y'all seen my set, my resurrection set, all those glitters that I used in that resurrection set, I had made those glitters, y'all. Those are custom glitters, and I was so proud of myself. I wish I would have recorded it. Dang. But I didn't record it, y'all. Sometimes you just want to sit down at your nail desk. You don't want to think about picking up your phone. You don't want to think about setting up for recording. You just want to be by yourself. Turn on some music. Or for me, I like to turn on a documentary, some type of mystery murder channel, and just have fun in my glitter, y'all. Or just practice my nails, practice Frenchies, practice whatever I need to practice that I need to work on. Just, figure out certain things that you can do better. Work on your shaping. Just, I don't like to pick up my phone. I don't want to record every single time that I do something. That's that purple rain. That's that purple rain. Y'all remember when I made that purple rain? When I had y'all name those glitters. Now I had named that one, but y'all had named the rest of them. All right, you guys, we are coming to the end of this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have a hype left, hype your girl up, because y'all really took me out of my box. Barbie Dior, you took me out my box, child. And that's it for this set, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all let me know how I did, y'all. Look at her. Look at her eye. Look like she looking right at you, girl, don't it? Look like she looking right at you. Look at her little makeup, her little blush, and her little freckle. At first, I was going to do a teardrop. Like, you know what I'm saying? She thuggish, ruggish, and she done got a body on her. But I was like, no, we're going to keep it cute. We're going to keep it cute. We're going to keep it cute. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.